All right, and we're live. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon po mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. If you are watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to like this video and of course, share our video. If you're watching us naman on Facebook, please don't forget to tag your friends, start a watch party. Of course, like this video. And of course, please do share this video so that we can reach out to more people. And just like you, matulungan din po sila ng Gurong Pinoy in preparation for the upcoming licensure examination for teachers. And of course, before anything else, we'd always start with our opening prayer. So please join me as we'll have our opening prayer.
Lord God, salamat po sa oras na ito na binigay niyo muli sa amin. Sa pagkakataon, Panginoon, salamat po sa maraming mga pagpapala at proteksyon na dulot mo sa bawat isa sa amin. At Panginoon, kami po ay humihingi ng inyong paggabay muli sa amin pong gagawin sa oras pong ito. Sana po ay marami po kaming matutunan sa mga leksyon na aming aaralin po ngayon. Patuloy po nawa na tulungan mo po kami sa aming mga pangarap, Panginoon. Ibinibigay po namin ang lahat po sa inyo, Panginoon, dahil ikaw po ang nagsabi na kung kasama ka namin sa lahat ng pagkakataon ay tunay nga po na magtatagumpay po kami. Kaya Ama, sana po ay mapakinggan mo ang mga hiling po namin na ito. I-bless mo po ang family ni Ma'am Mek, ni Sir Ram, maging ang mga pamilya din po namin, Panginoon. Dalangin ho namin ang buong bansa namin, buong mundo na nakakaranas pa po sa pandemic. Sana po ay bumuti na ang kalagayan po namin, O Diyos. Naniniwala po kami sa inyo sa mga pangako mo sa bawat isa sa amin. Salamat po sa Panginoong Jesus na nagdulot po sa amin ng pag-asa sa buhay po na ito. Ama, ito po ang aming dalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Of course, we'd like to welcome back the members of our Gurong Pinoy team, starting with our Team Thunders, yung ating team veterano, yung mga nag more than 1 year na with Gurong Pinoy. Team Gardner, hello po. And of course, like this video, share this video, start a watch party, tag your friends. Ganon din po sa ating Team Newbies, sa new members natin, sa members ng ating Team Erickson, hello, welcome back. And of course, please do like this video, share this video. If you are still not a member of any of our teams, magpa-member na po kayo sa amin, no? Mag-send lamang po ng message through our Facebook page. Again, if you are watching us on Facebook right now, if you can see us on Facebook right now, please do send us a message to our Facebook page and mag-ask lamang po kayo ng questions nyo so that you can become a member of our Gurong Pinoy teams. Our Gurong Pinoy team members can, of course, answer the quizzes that we have. They can join our major exams. They can, of course, have a copy of all the materials that I'm using. They can easily download all these materials. They can easily print them. And of course, libre po yung kanilang final coaching. Yung final coaching po natin for Let September 2021 can now be seen on your screens. We have our final coaching for our majorship. Meron po tayong majorship final coaching for English, Social Science, Filipino, MAPE, Biology, Math. That will be on August 21st, 22nd, 28th, and 29th. Meron din po tayong Prof Ed, that's August 21st, 22nd, 28th, 29th. Again, please do take note, our time is going to start at 7 p.m. Okay, so 7 p.m. PH time po, yung magiging final coaching natin for Prof Ed. Okay, so again, make sure that you've already taken your dinner and kung maaari, meron kayong tubig, meron kayong yung snack sa gilid ninyo, no, habang tayo nagre-review, because we will be taking longer than the usual review that we have during Saturdays and Sundays. Now for Gen Ed, we have September 5th for science, September 11th social science, September 12th math, September 18th English, September 19th Filipino, still at 7 p.m. Philippine time. You're also going to have your pre-board. Wala pa tayong schedule for your pre-board, but of course, that's going to also happen. And that is going to be exclusive for our Gurong Pinoy teams. Prayers, petitions on the day prior to your LEP. And of course, on September 26th, that is going to be your day. That's going to be the big day because, of course, that's going to be when you will be taking your LEP. Now, again, these are all exclusive for our Gurong Pinoy teams. Wala po tayong payment na for final coaching lamang. So the only way that you can attend this is, of course, to become a member of Gurong Pinoy teams. Okay? So again, if we are still accepting membership, meron pa rin po tayo kayong acceptance ng membership. Now, if you are going to be taking your LET in September of 2021, this year, our membership fees are as follows. So basic po, that's Gen Ed Prof Ed, that's only 1,000. Pro membership, that's for our major, that's only 1,250. And premium membership, that's Gen Ed Prof Ed and major, that will be 1,800. Again, this is for those who will be taking the LET in September 2021. Now, if you are going to be taking the LET after September, if you still do not know when your schedule is, or if you know that your schedule is going to be in January, in March, June, or maybe you have not filed yet, so maaaring September 2022 ka pa, no? Next year ka pa kukuha ng LET, we have what we call our new team, which is Team Piaget. Now, for Team Piaget, our membership is going to be for a year, for the entire year, and we are going to start this in October of this year until September 2022. Now, the basic membership is 2,000, that's Gen Ed Prof Ed. Pro membership, that's for our major, that's 2,000. And premium membership is 3,000 pesos, okay? Now, we still have a discount of 500 for the first 200 members. So again, if you can already enroll, now if you can already become a member, alam nyong January pa kayo kukuha ng LET, or March pa, or June pa, or magpa-file pa lamang kayo. And if you can become the first 200 members, you are still going to have a discount of 500 pesos. Now, if you were a former member, if you are a former member, kunwari nasa Team Erickson ka na ngayon or nasa Team Gardner ka na ngayon, yung former membership fee mo na binayad, no, yung membership fee mo dati ay i-deduct po natin from your payment, no, from your membership for Team Piaget. So again, if you have a lot of questions, if you still have questions, then please do send us a message to our Facebook page. Mag-send lamang po ng message sa ating Facebook page para po masagot po yung inyong mga katanungan. We also have what we call Study Buddy Promo. This is only for Team Piaget. Ito po ay para lamang sa mga titake ng LET for January, March, June, or September 2022. So again, we have what we call your Study Buddy Promo. What we mean by Study Buddy Promo is that you can enroll or you can have 2 members join us for just 1 fee. Okay, so pag meron kang best friend na magtitake din ng LET in January or in March or in June, or it might be in September 2022, po pwede po kayo mag-join na dalawa, isa lamang po inyong babayaran. This is only until tonight, no? Until tonight lamang po ito, July 31st, 2021. So again, if you can both become a member of Team Piaget, mag-send na po kayo ng message later after this live stream. Now, you can also become one of our supporters. Our supporters also have their exclusive group. So again, please be one of the supporters of our Facebook page. Nasa Facebook page lamang po itong supporters. Meron pong button dyan, malapit po sa inyong chat box. If you are watching us on Facebook right now, there is a button that looks like this and you can become one of our supporters. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga supporters. You can also support us by sending us your stars. We still have our stars goal of 1,000 stars per weekend. So again, please do send us your stars if you can. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga star senders. You may also send us your super chat, super stickers when we go live on YouTube. So yung stars po ay nasa Facebook, yung YouTube naman po ay merong super chat, super stickers. Thank you so much for all our star senders and of course to all our super chatters and super sticker senders. Maraming salamat po. Now, our Quiz Bee tournament, the grand tournament is going to be on August 14th at 6 p.m. Philippine time, no. I am still going to check as to the time kung po pwede pa rin yung 6 p.m. But we will see. Again, the quiz tournament, there is going to be some exciting cash prizes. So first prize natin would win 3,000, second prize is 2,000, and third prize winner would be 1,000 pesos. This is all exclusive to the members. For the members lamang po ng ating Gurong Pinoy teams. So again, please don't forget that we already have the top 40 qualifiers. Meron na po tayong 40 qualifiers from the first and second round of qualifiers. Now, we are still looking for 20 more to complete the 60 qualifiers that we need for our grand tournament on August 14th. The next qualifying round will be this Wednesday. That's August 4th. Again, that would be at 6 p.m. Philippine time. Okay, so please don't miss that. This is all exclusive for our Guru Pinoy teammates. Now, still, this video is brought to us by Rain TV HD. Please be one of our first 1,000 subscribers and have a chance to win 200 pesos. She also has her grocery giveaway. Mamaya po, yung magiging draw na kanyang grocery giveaway. There's going to be 3 lucky winners of grocery giveaway. So please, again, follow Rain TV on Facebook. Nandun po yung kanyang mechanics. And of course, subscribe to Rain TV HD. That's her YouTube channel. And that is where you can find her videos. Again, mamaya po yung kanyang grocery giveaway drawing, no? So after po ng ating live stream, ay magdodraw po tayo ng 3 lucky winners of our grocery giveaway for Rain TV HD. Maraming salamat, Rain TV. And of course, proceed na po tayo sa ating goal tonight, which is to discuss general education items, 20 items that our Gurong Pinoy teammates have answered through their quizzes today. And of course, right after this live stream discussion, you are all going to have a chance to download our materials. Okay, so please go ahead and like this video. Mag-start na po kayo ng inyong watch party, tag your friends, go ahead, and of course, pinaka-importante, mag-share na po kayo ng ating video. Okay, maraming salamat for everyone who've already tagged their friends, started a watch party, and of course, for those who've already liked this video. And napaka-importante po that you share our video. Marami po mga nanonood sa atin na nakita lamang daw sa shared video. So please do share our video para po matulungan din natin yung iba nating mga kaguro. It's Jols, newbie here. Sabi ni Sir, it's Jols. Okay, hello po. Welcome of course sa ating mga team newbies. Team newbies, hello po. Maraming salamat for tuning in. Oy, ayun, sabi ni Sir Aladdin Kalot, gandang gabi po sa lahat. Keep safe, everyone. Nagbabanta na naman si lockdown. Oh my God, grabe. So, kailangan, no, pag hindi necessary, wag po tayong labas ng labas. It's better to be safe than sorry, no? So, please, do keep safe. Mag-ingat po tayong lahat dyan. Pag may access po tayo to a vaccine, magpa-vaccine na po tayo. Maraming salamat for tagging your friends, sa mga nagtag na kanilang friends, Ma'am Liza Marie, Sir Al-Rashid, maraming salamat po. Sir Nelson Matugina, Ma'am Mek, how about AFA? Wala pa rin po tayong nag-a-apply na lecture for AFA. So again, we are going to keep you posted pag meron na po. Ma'am A. Chandia, maraming salamat for tagging all your friends. Ma'am Gina Tanap, ma'am, paano po, kaka-member ko lang po ng July 15, Team Erickson po ako ngayon. Di ko po alam kung second batch, magbabayad pa po ba ako. Please do send us a message through our Facebook page later po, Ma'am Gina. Again, please do share our video. Mag-tag po kayo ng inyong friends. Maraming salamat for sharing our video. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Joy Dairit, for sending us our super sticker. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for sharing our video. Again, mag-share po kayo ng ating video. Paki-share po ng ating video. Ayun. Sir Rolando Martin, good evening po, Mamek. Ang bilis ng araw, Sabado na naman po. Salamat po, Mamek, sa walang sawang pagtuturo. Pero nakakalungkot na naman po. Lockdown na naman dito sa Pampanga. Keep safe po sa lahat. Okay? Mag-ingat po kayo dyan sa Pampanga and of course, saan mang bahagi ng Pilipinas or saan mang bahagi ng mundo, mag-ingat po tayong lahat. 2 buwan na lang, sabi ni Ma'am Algazel, no? Sir Algazel, SAP, yes, tama, 2 buwan na lang. So again, yung advice ko sa inyo, no, habang meron pang time, review. Pag naka-lockdown, review, no? So habang wala tayong live stream, marami po tayong mga videos na nandyan po sa ating YouTube channel, especially, no? Sa YouTube channel po, maraming videos. So balikan niyo po lahat ng videos. Ang dami na po nating videos na nandyan. May Prof Ed, may Gen Ed, may Science na separate. And of course, yung pinaka-importante, yung live stream videos natin katulad nito, kung saan tayo ay nagdi-discuss ng ating mga items. All right, so go ahead. Again, please do like this video. And of course, share this video. Napaka-importante mag-share po ng ating video. Please do share your stars. Kung po pwede po kayo mag-send ng inyong stars, paki-share po ng inyong stars. Maraming salamat to all our star senders, super chatters, of course. Maraming salamat po. And we start with question number 1. Question number 1 for general education. Some life scientists like Diane Fossey study animals. What are these scientists called? Is it letter A, entomologists, letter B, botanists, letter C, zoologists, or letter D, microbiologists? What's your answer for number 1? What do you think is the correct choice for number 1? Please put that in our chat box. Okay, I see number 1, C, sabi ni Sir Al Rashid Daod, nangunguna. Okay, sa mga nagtatanong kung ano yung kanilang schedule habang wala pa po kami nakikita ay hindi pa po namin napo-post. So, just make sure that you follow our Facebook page, no, para pag meron po tayong bagong makitang schedule ay pinopost po natin kaagad. So, Ma'am Balbaqua, Adobs Manok, good morning Mamek, dito sa UAE, wala pa rin schedule kung may exam ba ngayong September. So, hintayin lang po natin, ma'am. Kung meron pong update ay ipopost po natin kaagad. Okay, I see a lot of letter C's. Letter C's, please do share our video. Mag-share po ng ating video. Maraming salamat for those of you who've already started your watch party. Si Ma'am Balbaqua Adobs Manok. Thank you po for the watch party. Again, please do share our video. Napaka-importante po niyan para mas marami pa po tayong matulungan. Ma'am Sohaila Di Makaling, thank you po for the watch party. All right, going back to the question that we have here for number 1. Number 1 po. Okay, again, number 1. Some scientists or some life scientists like Diane Fossey study animals. What are these scientists called? Of course, the term that we can use here as our hint would be animals, okay? They study animals, and these are, of course, called your zoologists, okay? So your zoologists are the scientists that, of course, focus on animals. When you say entomologists, yung letter A natin, these are scientists that study insects, okay? So insects po, insekto, yung lamok, ipis, ganyan. Ito yung kanilang sinastudy, yung entomologists mo. Botanists, of course, this would be for plants, plantitos, plantitas, no? Hello po. So botanists are scientists who study plants, and of course, microbiologists are those who deal with microorganisms. Okay, so here, letter C is the best choice. Now, tingnan natin sino ba itong si Diane Fossey. So this right here is Miss Diane Fossey, an American primatologist and conservationist known for undertaking an extensive study of mountain gorilla groups from 1966 until her 1985 murder. Okay, so minurder pa pala si Miss Fossey, no? But she was so well known for her study on mountain gorilla groups. So, of course, we consider her a zoologist. So, letter C, zoologists, is the correct choice for number 1. We move on. Tama naman yata lahat, no? Cecil. Okay, number 2, all of the following are true of the prototype in engineering design, except which one? Okay, is it letter A? It is used to determine any adjustments that need to be made. Letter B, it is usually made of less expensive materials than the final product. Letter C, it may go through the test and redesign process several times. Or letter D, it is an exact duplicate of the final product. What do you think is the best choice for number 2? Again, please do share our video or start a watch party. Maraming salamat Ma'am Samraida Alim Pauto and Ma'am Valerie Bautista Cristobal for the watch party. Maraming salamat po. Please do share your stars with us. If you can send us some of your stars, maraming salamat po. If you can send us some of your super chat, super stickers, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay, I see a lot of letter B's and D's. Nag-aagaw B and D sa ating chat box. B and D. Okay, hintayin natin yung sagot ng iba. Because of course, Facebook has a delay of 10 seconds. Okay, so ayan, may B, may D. Ma'am Ma'am Juan Claudia Marie, maraming salamat po for the watch party. Ma'am Asma Pendato, maraming salamat for tagging your friend. Ganun din kay Ma'am Kimberly Lopez Buquel for tagging her friends. Thank you so much. Okay, letter B, letter B, letter B, and letter D. Marami kayang ligwak o marami kayang tama? Genocide kaya? Awit move on na naman kaya ang mangyayari? All right, going back to question number 2, all of the following are true of the prototype in engineering design except, meron po tayong word na except. So that means, hinahanap natin yung hindi totoo when we are talking about prototypes. Okay? So saan dito yung hindi totoo with regard to your prototypes? We are looking for the exception. So all of the other statements are true except one. So which one is the wrong statement? Is it letter A? It is used to determine any adjustments that need to be made. Letter B, it is usually made of less expensive materials than the final product. Letter C, it may go through the test and redesign process several times. Or letter D, it is an exact duplicate of the final product. And so the correct choice is letter D. Letter D po yung exception. Hindi pa po siya exact duplicate ng final product. It's a working design, no? So it's a work in progress. So pag sinabi mong prototype, hindi pa siya ganyan kaganda, hindi pa siya ganyan mismo yung design sa final product, no? So siya yung ginagamit para mag-make ng adjustments. Siya, of course, ay made of less expensive materials. It may go through the test and redesign process dahil nga siya yung ginagamit for adjustment. Yung hindi totoo, yung hindi sakto, yung hindi tama would be exact duplicate siya. Hindi po siya exact duplicate of the final product because of course less expensive yung materials na ginagamit sa kanya, and of course it's a work in progress. Okay, so sige-siging meron pa rin change sa inyong prototype. So this right here is an example of your prototype. Ito yung actually yung prototype ng iPhone. Okay? So ito yung prototype ng iPhone. Hindi pa siya ganyan na design mismo. Ginawan lang nila, nilagyan lang nila ng logo, pero yung ginamit actually for your iPhone as its prototype is a MacBook. Okay, isang MacBook po, lumang MacBook 2007 na MacBook yung ginamit nila as prototype. So niligan lamang dito ng isang cellphone just to look at its inner face, no? Pero hindi pa siya katulad, hindi naman ganito yung itsura ng iPhone na meron nakakabit na MacBook sa likod, no? So hindi po siya parehas ng itsura sa inyong actual na product. And so yung hinahanap natin is letter D. It is an exact duplicate of the final product. That is the exception and that is wrong. And so letter D is the answer for number 2. Okay? Awit na lang and move on. Ang importante, alam nyo na pag nakuha nyo ito sa let, no? Pag nakita nyo ito sa let. All right, number 3. How does an atom try to achieve a complete valence shell? Is it letter A, by adding electrons, letter B, by giving away electrons, letter C, by sharing electrons, or letter D, all answers are correct? Okay, which one do you think is the best choice for number 3? This is part of science. Again, please do share our video. Maraming salamat, Sir Jolly Marquez Hadillo. Maraming salamat po for sharing our video. Ganyan. Okay, maging katulad ni Sir Jolly, mag-share po ng ating video. Okay, para mas marami pa po tayong matulungang kagaya ninyo, nagpre-prepare din para sa inyong upcoming licensure examination for teachers. Sir Joland Layos, maraming salamat po for your super sticker. Thank you for your super sticker, Sir Joland Layos. Again, maraming salamat to all our super sticker senders, no, super chatters, sa mga star senders. Maraming salamat po. Again, if you can send us your stars, mag-send po kayo ng inyong stars if you are watching us on Facebook. And of course, super chat, super stickers naman on YouTube. Maraming salamat for sharing our video, Sir John Wilter Ikin. Thank you so much. Ganon din, of course, no, na-mention ko na kanina si Sir Jolly Marquez Harillo. Maraming salamat po for sharing our video. Ma'am Lorena Tortal Namok Ormiga, maraming salamat po for the watch party. Okay, ano yung karamihang sagot nyo? Alright, may A, may D, A, D, A, may C. Aba, walang nag-B? Okay, karamihang sagot ay A, may C. Ma'am Melvie Joanne Inarda, maraming salamat po for the stars. Maraming salamat po para sa stars. Again, thank you so much to all our star senders, super chatters, super sticker senders. Maraming salamat po. Sir Mark Hinko, di ako dito pero sa quiz kanina, nag-B ako, napindot agad, di ko binasa lahat ng choices. So again, if you'd like to be like Sir Mark, na nakakapag-answer ng quizzes, magpa-member na po kayo sa Gurong Pinoy. And of course, after this, I also post our PowerPoint presentation. So wala po silang problema, hindi na po sila kumokopya. So again, if you can become a member of our Gurong Pinoy teams, I'm pretty sure I can vouch na hindi po kayo magsisisi. So magpa-member na po kayo sa ating Gurong Pinoy teams. Okay, going back to question number 3, how does an atom try to achieve a complete valence shell? Is it letter A, by adding electrons? Okay, by adding electrons. Letter B, by giving away electrons. So, opposites itong A and B natin. Or letter C, by sharing electrons. Or is it letter D? All answers are correct. Now, the correct choice here for number 4, or number 3, I mean, is letter D. All answers are correct. Okay? So lahat po yan tama. Lahat po yan ginagamit or ginagawa ng ating atoms so that they can complete their valence shell, so that they can become stable, and in turn, no, dahil dyan, in the process, they can form the different bonds that of course would form the different atoms or the different compounds. So again, remember your ionic bond. Your ionic bond is formed between one metal and one non-metal. So this can happen by adding electrons or giving away electrons. Yung metals mo are electron donors, no? So yung nalulose na metals mo yung kanyang electrons, while your non-metals would attract those electrons. By sharing electrons naman, this is what you call covalent bond. Okay? Ito yung covalent bond mo. They only share electrons, and that would happen between your non-metals. So all these are correct. And so letter D is the correct choice for number 3. Okay, so letter D. Now, this right here is your valence electrons. Ito yung tinatawag nating valence electrons. When you say valence electrons in chemistry, these are the electrons in the outermost shell of your atoms. So you remember the 3 subatomic particles that you have? Remember when we say atoms, these are the building blocks of matter. Okay, so everything around us is made of matter. And of course, each unit of matter is called your atom. Now, yung atom mo, meron pang maliliit na subatomic particles. Meron kang protons, may neutrons, may electrons. Ilang beses na natin na-discuss yan dito. And of course, out of these 3, yung protons mo and neutrons mo, nandyan sila sa nucleus ng inyong atom. While your electrons can be found in what you call your valence shell or your energy shell, Yung pinakalabas mong energy shell, you'd call this your valence shell, and this is where you find your valence electrons. Yung valence electrons mo, again, are the electrons in the outermost shell, at ito yung mga electrons na involved in bonding. Ito yung mga electrons na kiti-kiti, so sila yung palipat-lipat, sila yung sinishare. That's your valence electrons. Now, there is what we call an octet rule in chemistry. There are 2 ways through which they can become stable. No, yung atom mo maging stable. That there is what we call the octet rule. Pag sinabi mong octet rule, they can have 8 electrons in the valence shell. And when they do that, they already become stable. So what they do is they try to follow the electron configuration of your noble gases. Remember your noble gases, these are the gases. These are the elements that you can find at the rightmost part of your periodic table. No? So meron silang 8 valence electrons in their outermost shell, and so they are stable. So yung lahat ng ibang mga elements mo, they'd always try to follow the electron configuration of your your noble gases. So this is what we call the octet rule. They can have 8 valence electrons. Pag meron na silang 8 valence electrons sa kanilang valence shell, then they become stable. They do that by losing their electrons, by gaining some electrons, or by sharing electrons. So pwede silang mag-share. So say you have an element that belongs to group 1A, say sodium. For sodium to become stable, ilulus niya itong isang valence electron niya. And so this valence electron can be attracted by an element that belongs to group 7A. For example, is your chlorine. So meron kang sodium chloride, sodium and chlorine together, they form such bond that you can form that compound because of the losing of the electron of your sodium, the gaining of your electron of your chlorine. At meron ka ding naman nag-share. For example, yung carbon mo, carbon has 4 valence electrons. It can share those 4 valence electrons with hydrogen to form CH4 no, na methane. So that's a covalent bond. And of course, that is becoming stable by sharing their electrons. Okay, so pwedeng losing the electrons, gaining the electrons, sharing their electrons. I've talked about your octet rule. No, they follow the electron configuration of your noble gases, except for hydrogen and helium. Hydrogen and helium can become stable with just 2 valence electrons. So again, yung hinahanap nating sagot is letter D. All of these are correct. Okay, so all of these are correct. We move on with number 4. Okay, proceed tayo with number 4. This is related to what I have just discussed. Number 4, an ionic bond occurs when a blank and an blank come together and form a bond. Is it letter A, proton, electron? Letter B, cation, an ion? Letter C, neutron, electron? Letter D, nucleus, outer shell? Outer shell. What do you think is the best choice for number 4? Awit, move on. 3 out of 3. Wow, galing. Sir Edward Samante. Sana tuloy-tuloy. Sa let daw, sana ganun din. Again, maraming salamat to all our star senders. Ma'am Arlene Fag-ayan, maraming salamat po. For all our super chatters, super sticker senders, maraming salamat po. Of course, we welcome all the first-timers. Mga first-timers natin, say hi po sa mga first-timers dito. Welcome to Gurong Pinoy. Thank you, Ma'am Danica Ramos, for tagging your friends. Okay, I see B's. Maraming B's sa ating chat box. Meron din namang A, may C. Ligwak na naman kaya? Sir Ian Clarin TV, na late, habol po. Okay, again, number 4, an ionic bond occurs when a blank and unblank come together and form a bond. I have discussed this a while ago. Ma'am Shine Jenny Rosero, welcome po, first-timer, si ma'am. Okay, ionic bond, as I've mentioned a while ago, sabi ko kanina sa inyo, no, yung ionic bond is formed between your metal and your non-metal. So what happens is that your metal would lose its electron and your non-metal would gain that electron. And so when your metal loses an electron, your electron again is negatively charged. When that happens, when a metal loses its electron, it becomes a cation. Okay, so letter B yung ating choice dito. It becomes a cation. That is a positively charged ion. And of course, your non-metal gains an electron. And so sobra na ngayon yung electron niya. Well, if you compare it with the number of protons, mas sobra na yung kanyang electron, and so it becomes an anion, which is a negatively charged ion. And so letter B is the correct choice for number 4. Okay, so letter B po yung ating sagot sa number 4. Okay, first timer, batiin ko lamang yung mga first timer natin. Ma'am Evelyn Gadong Satunero, hello po, watching from Capiz. Hi po. First timer po dito from Malabang, Lanao del Sur. Hello po. Good evening, Ma'am Ayifa Luminong. First time, Ma'am Mona Lucila Palivino. Welcome po. Okay, ligwak ganun. Ma'am Marjorie Plaza Lisonda Catalia. First timer ko po sa live and sa group. Welcome po. Okay, please do comment. Ang mga first batch of let takers, mag-comment po kayo. Sino po yung kukuha ng let in September 2021? Ayan, nakikita ko na yung comment nila. Si Ma'am Rysel Aklag Baron. Okay, first batch. Alright, so again, number 4, letter C po ang ating tamang choice. Okay, so that's letter C. Now, again, as I've mentioned, your ionic bond is formed between your metal and your nonmetal. Your covalent bond naman would be between nonmetals, two nonmetals, or it can also happen between a metalloid and a nonmetal. Okay, so move on. We go to number 5. Patlang ng mga pulis ang kadena sa kanyang mga kamay. Is it letter A, nalagyan, letter B, nilagyan, letter C, inilagay, or letter D, naglagay? What do you think is the correct choice for number 5? Ayun, ang dami yung first batch. Sir Adrian Taberna nga yata, no? Me yata, me. Yung sabi ni Sir Adrian. Ayun, first timers, Sir Jason Acompañado Albarazin, welcome po. Wala pa yung ibang schedule. First batch, Ma'am Rowena Miode. Sir Jervy Bukala, first batch din. Lavan. Sir Charito Manuel, first batch din. Ma'am Shine, Jenny Rosero, first batch. Ma'am Liza Marie, first batch. Ma'am Rosie Avergonzado, first timer. First timer at first batch din. Okay, so again, sa mga first batch natin, especially, no, magsunog na po ng kilay, malapit na po yung inyong let. That's in September of this year. So, ngayon ay bukas, August na po. Okay, so malapit na, less than 2 months na lang yung inyong preparation. So again, wag po tayong mag-waste ng time. Wag po tayong Facebook ng Facebook, TikTok ng TikTok. Balikan po lahat ng ating mga videos at panoorin po. If you can become a member of our Gurong Pinoy Teams, ay magpa-member na po para ma-download nyo, makita nyo lahat ng ating mga materials. Okay, going back to question 5. Patlang ng mga pulis ang kadena sa kanyang mga kamay. Patlang ng mga pulis ang kadena sa kanyang mga kamay. Pwede mo namang isupplement, no? Pwede mong isupply yung mga choices natin doon sa ating patlang para marinig mo kung sakto ba yung ating pangungusap. Okay? So, for example, you say for letter A, nalagyan ng mga pulis ang kadena sa kanyang mga kamay. Letter B, nilagyan ng mga pulis ang kadena sa kanyang mga kamay. Letter C, inilagay ng mga pulis ang kadena sa kanyang mga kamay. Or letter D, naglagay ng mga pulis ang kadena sa kanyang mga kamay. Of course, the best choice would be letter C. Letter C po ang tama, inilagay ng mga pulis ang kadena sa kanyang mga kamay. Okay, so letter C is correct. Okay, so letter C po ang ating correct choice for number 5. Tamang-tama ang letter C. We move on with number 6. Nakakalungkot isipin na ang karamihan sa mga kabataan ngayon ay patlang sa masamang bisyo. Is it letter A, nababalisa, letter B, nalalayo, letter C, nabubuyo, or letter D, nababalo? Okay, ano kaya yung correct choice for number 6? Ayon, first batch and first timer 2. Hello po, Ma'am Joanna Tamyo. First batch, first time din mag-take ng let. Sir Bajunaid Pandi. Okay, so marami tayong first batch dito. Ma'am Lorena Tortal Namok Ormiga, sabi ni Ma'am Lorena, first batch, malapit na talaga. Dapat ba maging kabado ngayon? Okay, so para hindi maging kabado when your let is already just right around the corner, ay mag-review po ng mag-review. Si Ma'am Sheila Serna, first batch din. Okay, samot-sari na naman ang inyong sagot. Sa lahat ng mga kasama sa first batch, kaya nyo yan, fighting, sabi ni Ma'am Tin Acabo. Okay, samot-sari ang sagot for number 6, pero mas marami letter C. Okay, letter C, nakalulungkot isipin na ang karamihan sa mga kabataan ngayon ay patlang sa masamang bisyo. Of course, the best choice here is letter C, nabubuyo, no? Nabubuyo, that means nalululong sa bisyo. Hindi po nababalot, no? Nababalot ng hiwaga. Nabubuyo is the best choice of word, okay? The best word choice that we can have here for number 6 is nabubuyo. That means nalululong sa masamang bisyo. So letter C, for number 6. Letter C po ang ating correct choice for number 6. We move on with number 7. Samahan mo si Lola sa palengke, patlang hindi maligaw. Is it letter A, kung saan? Letter B, noong. Letter C, nang. Or letter D, nang na N-A-N-G. Okay, which one do you think is the best choice for number 7? Number 7. Okay lang maligwak ngayon. Okay lang po yan. At least sa Filipino, alam nyo na. Ayan, tama yan, Sir LJ Pilien. Hirap now, LPT later. Tama yan. Anong sabi niyo? Sir, ni Ma'am Rosie Avergonzado? Grabe, nakaka-pressure ang mga tao sa paligid. Ayon, Ma'am Jinky La Rosa, first timer. Ayan, sabi ni Sir Marking ko kanina sa number 6, nagdi ako dito, binalot pa talaga. Iba po yung binabalot. Okay, D. Karamihang sagot dito ay letter D. Letter D. Alright, going back to number 7. Samahan mo si Lola sa palengke, patlang hindi maligaw. Kung saan hindi maligaw, noong hindi maligaw, nang na NG or nang na NANG. The best choice, of course, the correct choice here is letter D, nang na NANG. Parang upang, no? Parang upang siya. Now, remember the differences between NG and NANG na nang. Yung NG mo, palagi siyang sinusundan ng inyong object, no? So for example, you say binigyan ko siya ng singsing. Okay? Binigyan ko siya ng singsing. Palaging may bagay pagkatapos ng NG mo na nang. Okay? So binigyan ko siya ng singsing. Bigyan niyo siya ng masigabong palakpakan. So yung nang doon would be NG, no? So that would be an object. Isa siyang bagay na binibigay sa isang tao or basta yung nang mo na NG ay sinusundan lagi ng inyong object, ng isang bagay. Yung NANG naman ay isa siyang adverb. So isa siyang adverb no, para or upang, yan po yung ibig sabihin ng ating NANG na nang. At ginagamit din siya para i-describe mo kung paano niya ginawa ang isang bagay. So for example, when you say sumigaw siya ng malakas na NANG, paano siya sumigaw? Malakas ang kanyang pagkakasigaw, no? Paano siya sumigaw? It's malakas. NANG ay nagiging adverb siya. Ang NG naman, again, sinusundan siya ng bagay. So for example, when you say sumigaw siya ng malakas, hindi siya sumigaw na isinigaw niya ang isang salita, ang isang pangungusap ng malakas, pero yung isinigaw niya mismo ay malakas. Okay? So ito yung sinigaw niya, yan yung object ng kanyang action. Pero when you say NANG, gaano o paano niya ginawa ang isang bagay. Okay? Or po pwede din siyang upang. So dito ay upang siya. Samahan mo si Lola sa palengke upang hindi maligaw. So NANG, that would be letter D. That's the best choice for number 7. We move on with number 8. This is still Filipino. Ano ang pangungusap na dapat mauna? Number 1, ngunit ang pagtatalo ay hindi dapat nauuwi sa pagkakagalit. Number 2, natural lamang ang pagkakaroon ng magkakaibang palapalagay ang mga tao. Number 3, sa mga mag-asawa man ay hindi maiiwasan ang pagkakaiba ng opinyon. Number 4, kahit sa magkakapatid, karaniwan na ang hindi pagkakasundo. Number 5, upang maiwasan ito, nararapat lamang na maging bukas ang ating isipan sa paniniwala ng iba. Is it letter A, 1, letter B, 2, letter C, 3, or letter D, 4? We are looking for the first sentence. Okay, so alin sa mga pangungusap ang dapat mauna? Number 8. Okay, may mga second batch. Ayun, sabi ni Sir Al-Rashid Daod, iwas-iwasan muna ang love life, iwas muna sa ML, review muna. Ayun, may magkaibang opinion. Sabi ni Ma'am Tin Acabo, talaga ba, sir? Okay, for number 8, I see a lot of letter B's. A lot of letter B's for number 8. Okay, number 8, letter B's. Again, we are looking for the first sentence. Okay, so alin dito yung dapat nauuna. Again, please do send us your stars. If you can send us your stars while you are watching us on Facebook. If you are watching us on YouTube, please do send us your super chat, super stickers. Again, these funds, of course, are being used for our activities, kagaya ng ating grand tournament. Ayun. May ebidensya pala si Ma'am Tin kay Sir Al-Rashid daw. Iwas-iwas daw sa ML pero araw-araw ML yung my day. Wala kang maluloko, Sir Al. Sa nakikita palang naka-ML. Wow, ano yan? Sir Aladdin Kalot, sabi ni Sir Aladdin, ako na uninstall ko na yung Tong Its. Meron bang Tong Its na app? Okay, I see a lot of letter B's for number 8. And of course, letter B is the best choice here for number 8, no? So number 8, hinahanap natin yung pangungusap na nauna. So dapat pambungad siya na pangungusap, dapat wala siyang ngunit, okay? Wala muna siyang upang, okay? Because usually, of course, when you say ngunit, upang, nasa gitna na yan ng ating paragraph, no? Yung sa mga mag-asawa man at kahit sa magkakapatid, support sentences na sila. Support na sila sa first sentence, which is number 2. So natural lamang ang pagkakaroon ng magkakaibang palapalagay ng mga tao. Support na tong sentences yung number 3 and 4. So hindi sila po pwedeng maging una or hindi siya dapat yung unang pangungusap. Hindi din po pwedeng number 1 and number 5 because of ngunit and upang. And so letter B is the best choice here for number 8. Number 8 is letter B. Okay? So natural lamang ang pagkakaroon ng magkakaibang palapalagay ng mga tao. That would be our answer for number 8. We move on with number 9. Okay, this is math. Pero hindi siya computation. No? What is true of the commutative property? Is it letter A, the order of operations should be multiply, divide, add, subtract. Letter B, addition is the opposite of subtraction. Letter C, you can swap the order of addition or multiplication problems and still get the same answer. Or letter D, addition is the same as multiplication. Which one is the best choice for number 9? Ayan, si Ma'am Lorena, Tortal Namok Ormiga, maiwasan ang love life, ML, pero ang mga chismosa mong mga kapitbahay, nako, paano sila maiiwasan? Meron silang wifi. Oy, ayun, meron palang Tong Its na app. Ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Joanne Valentos. Yes, Ma'am Mek, addict din ako sa Tong Its. Okay, what do you think is the best choice for number 9? Number 9, I see a lot of letter C's. Letter C. Okay, karamihang sagot ninyo ay letter C for number 9. And of course, that is the answer for number 9. You can swap the order of addition or multiplication problems and still get the same answer. That's commutative property na pag-aralan natin to nung tayo ay nasa grade 3 yata, no? So grade 3, commutative property of addition and multiplication, no? You can swap them. You can swap them and you can still get the same answer. Okay, so that's commutative property, letter C, is the answer for number 9. Hindi po the order of operations. Order of operations ito. Ito yung tinatawag nating MDAS na ngayon ay PEMDAS na nagiging GEMDAS din, no? Addition is the opposite of subtraction. Addition is the same as multiplication. We are looking for letter C. You can swap the order of addition or multiplication problems and still get the same answer. That would be number 9. Letter C is correct. We move on with number 10. Okay, so this one right here, you already need to compute. Two trains meet each other in Treeport. One train comes from the east, 2 hours away. The other train comes from the west, 3 hours away. If both trains are 120 miles away, how much faster is a faster train traveling? Is it letter A, 30 miles per hour faster? Letter B, 60 miles per hour faster? Letter C, 20 miles per hour faster? Or letter D, 40 miles per hour faster? Which one do you think is the correct choice for number 10? Ayan, Ma'am Blanca Castro. Hello po, ma'am. Thank God, nakahabol ako. Katatapos lang po ng virtual graduation. Congratulations again, Ma'am Blanca Castro. Kung inyong naalala si Ma'am Blanca, no? Siya yung nagsabing 55 years old na siya at gagraduate at magtitake ng LET. So, of course, we congratulate Ma'am Blanca. Congratulations po again, no? Tapos na daw yung kanyang virtual graduation. So, ganap ng BS Ed or BEd graduate si Ma'am Blanca. And of course, she'll be preparing for the LET na. Ma'am Eunice Carbajal, tagal na nung grade 3, medyo nalimutan ko na. Buti na lang babalikan din. Ayan na yung math nyo. Ayan na. So, dapat nagsosolve din tayo. So, again, as I've already mentioned before, po pwede nyo pong sulatan yung inyong questionnaires. Okay? So, yung questionnaire nyo po pwede nyo sulatan when you take the LET. So, mag-compute po kayo, no? Para po, of course, makuha ninyo yung tamang sagot. Ayan, may pagdududa. 10C, sagot ko dito, sabi ni Sir Aladdin. Pero nalito ako, nagduda sa tanong. Ayun, Sir Marjon Ramirez, ang tanong ni Sir Marjon is, ano po yung GEMDAS? Yung GEMDAS po, yung MDAS kasi is multiply, divide, and yung AS dyan is add, subtract. Yung G at E po, G is group, and E is exponent. Okay, dati po PEMDAS pa siya, no? Parenthesis, exponent, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Pero ngayon po ay GEMDAS na siya, group, then exponent, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Okay, so congratulations, Ma'am Castro. Sabi ng mga kaguru mo, ma'am. All right, now going back to question 10. You have two trains that are meeting each other. One train comes from the east, no, from the east yung isa, 2 hours away. The other train comes from the west, 3 hours away. If both trains are 120 miles away, how much faster is the faster train traveling? Let's take a look at your computation. So again here, what we can use would of course be your speed formula. Okay, so remember your speed pyramid, no? Meron kang D sa taas, meron kang S, which is speed. At one side, then of course you have T, which is time, at the other side. So again, you have to remember this pyramid here. If you are looking for distance, if your question is looking for distance, you simply cover D, and you can see that distance is speed times time. If you are looking for speed, you simply cover S, and that would be distance over time, or distance divided by time. If you are looking for time, you cover T, and that would be D over S, or distance divided by speed. Okay, so sabi dito, yung isang train ay 2 hours away. Okay, so that's the time. Yung other train naman is 3 hours away. You are given the time, no? So meron tayong time. And both trains are 120 miles away. That means that's the distance. Both of them have the same distance. We are looking for the speed. Okay, so how much faster is the faster train traveling? How much faster? That means we are looking for the speed. So what we do is we get the speed of one train, we also get the speed of the other train, and we compare them so that we'll know how much faster the faster train is traveling. So what we do here is, of course, We first get the speed of the first train. That's 120 miles. Again, yung 120 miles, that's distance. So again, yung speed mo dito is distance over time or distance divided by time. So that would be 120 miles, MI pala to dapat, no? Miles, divided by 2 hours. So 120 miles divided by 2 hours, that would give us 60 mph or 60 miles per hour. That is the speed of the first train. Okay? Ito yung speed ng first train mo, the one which was coming from the east. Now, the second train here, okay, this is your first train, this is your second train speed, that would be still 120 miles, 120 miles pa rin siya, that's the distance, but it is traveling at it's 3 hours away, no? Or 3 hours away siya. And so that would be 40 mph. So 40 mph yung kanyang speed. So 40 mph yung speed ng inyong second train. And now we already have the two speeds, 60 mph or miles per hour for the first train and 40 mph for the second train. So what we do is we simply subtract 60 minus 40. That would give us the answer of 20 miles per hour. Okay, so ito yung hinahanap natin. How much faster is a faster train traveling? That's 20 miles per hour. Hence, in your choices here, that would be letter C, 20 miles per hour. Okay, so 20 miles, letter C, is the correct choice. Ligwak, ganern, sabi ni Ma'am Tin Acabo. Move on. Awit pero move on. Okay, so number 10 is letter C, 20 miles per hour faster. All right, we move on with number 11. Emily can rake her lawn in 5 hours. Andrew can rake the same lawn in 8 hours. Rounded to the nearest hour, how long will the job take if they work together? Is it letter A, 3 hours, letter B, 2 hours, letter C, 1 hour, or letter D, 5 hours? Which one do you think is the best choice for number 11? Number 11. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. First timer sa live. Salamat po, Ma'am Mek. Pa-shout out from Siargao. Si Sir JP Antipasado. Welcome po. Again, please do send us your stars if you are watching us live on Facebook now. Super chat, super stickers if you are watching us live on YouTube. Okay, letter A. I see a lot of letter A's. Letter A, letter A. Karaming sagot ay letter A. Opa. Ma'am Tin ha, talaga? Number 11, letter A. Pag ito tumama, magda-diet na ako. Ang hirap kayang mag-diet ngayon, no? Especially since pandemic, naka-quarantine na sa loob lang ng bahay. Kailangan merong kinukot-kot lagi. Okay? Meron laging nginunguya. Okay, so number 11, it's letter A for most of you. Ma'am JV or Sir JV Zabala, maraming salamat po for starting a watch party. Ganon din kay Sir Nasser Biharon. Okay, number 11, Emily can rake her lawn in 5 hours. Andrew can rake the same lawn in 8 hours. So, asawa yata si Emily at si Andrew, no? Dahil the same lawn lang yung kanilang nire-rake. Rounded to the nearest hour, how long will the job take if they work together? Is it letter A, 3 hours, letter B, 2 hours, letter C, 1 hour, or letter D, 5 hours? Now, again, of course, this is a working together problem. So, puntahan po natin yung ating computation. So again, if you have this type of problem and you are asked whether for the time, no, how long will the job take if they work together, this is a working together problem. And this right here is our formula. 1A, A is the time of the first person, plus 1B with B being the time of the second person, equals 1T. T is the time that it will take them to do the job together. Okay, so supplementing the given quantities that we have, no, is a given natin, we have 1/5 plus 1/8 equals 1 over T. Bakit 1 over 5? Because sabi dito, Emily can rake her lawn in 5 hours. That's the time of the first person. Andrew can rake the same lawn in 8 hours. That's our B. ang time ng ating second person. And that would be equal to 1 over t. We are looking for t here. How long will the job take if they work together? Okay, so we proceed. You have 1 over 5 plus 1 over 8. These are dissimilar fractions. They don't have the same denominator. And so we have to get their LCM. Okay, sa mga math majors yata natin, meron silang ginagawang shortcut dito, no? But of course, I'm not a math major, so medyo long method ako. Okay, so we get the LCM of 5 and 8, and of course, that would be 40. Okay, so what you do is you divide 40 by 5, the original denominator. So 40 divided by 5, that's 8. Multiplied by the numerator 1, that would give us 8. Okay, so 8. Then of course 40 divided by 8 is 5. Multiplied by the numerator 1, that would give us 5. Okay, and so now we have 8 plus 5 over 40 equals 1 over t. Okay, now adding 8 plus 5, of course, that would give us 13 over 40 equals 1 over t. Okay, so kinopya lamang natin yung right side ng ating equation. Now, for us to get the value of t, we do cross multiplication. So, cross multiply mo ito, that means 13 multiplied by t equals 40 multiplied by 1. So, that's 13t equals 40. So, now to get the value of t, we divide both sides by 13. That would give us t equals 40 divided by 13. That's 3.08, or rounded to the nearest hour. Sabi ng question nyo, that would be 3 hours. Okay, so 3 hours is the correct choice. That's the answer for number 11. So again, if you are a member of our Gurong Pinoy teams, you don't need to copy any of this. This presentation will be shared with you right after this live stream. Okay, so 3 hours po yung ating sagot. And so out of our choices here, that's letter A. So tama yung letter A, Ma'am Tin, magsimula na mag-diet. Okay, so tama po yung ating letter A. Ma'am Tin, diet na, yan. Okay, so again, number 11, that would be 3 hours, letter A. We move on with number 12. This still computation, no? Math pa rin. What is 2 and 1/8 divided by 1 and 1/4? Is it letter A, 10 over 17? Letter B, 2 and 21 over 32? Letter C, 2 and 1/2? Or letter D, 1 and 7/10? Okay, which one do you think is the best choice for number 12? Ayan, Ma'am Rizel Maligon. Hello po, Ma'am Mek. Na-miss ko po kayo in live. Last naka-join ko April. Nagda-download lang ako. Welcome back po, Ma'am Rizel. Iba naman talaga yung experience kapag ka-live, no? Maraming kalokohan kasi yung mga kaguro ninyo. Ayan. Sir Al-Rashid Daod, nangihina ako sa math. Kaya po yan, sir. Marami pa po tayong time para maghanda. Okay, so push lang. Okay. Alright, 12. Ano po ang inyong sagot? I see a lot of C's for number 12. Maraming C. Marami din namang B, may D, samut-sare, pero karamihan ay C. Okay, we will find out what the correct answer is in just a few seconds. Again, please do make sure that you like this video and that you share our video, start a watch party, tag your friends, mag-share po kayo ng ating video so that we can reach out to more people. If you have the capacity to send us your stars, mag-send po ng inyong stars while watching us on Facebook. And of course, also send us your super chat, super stickers on YouTube. Okay, number 12, that would be C. Karamihang sagot ay C. Okay, going back to number 12 here. What is 2 and 1/8 divided by 1 and 1/4? Okay, so you have 2 and 1/8 there, which is a mixed number, divided by another mixed number. Okay, so again, 2 and 1/8 divided by 1 and 1/4. So again, what we do, of course, here is we convert our mixed number into an improper fraction, no? Improper fraction siya. So what we do is we multiply our denominator by the whole number and we add our numerator to that answer. Then we simply copy the denominator. Okay? So i-multiply po natin itong whole number mo at yung denominator. That's 2 times 8. That would give us 16 plus 1. That's 17. Okay? So we write 17 over 8. Kukopyahin nyo lang po yung inyong denominator. So that's 17 over 8. And of course, sa 1 and 1/4 mo naman, you multiply 1 and 4, that would give you 4, plus 1, that would give you 5 over 4. So 5 over 4 na siya. Kopyahin lamang yung inyong denominator. Now, we are going to divide this. So for you to divide this, pwede po kayong gumamit ng multiply, no? Mag-multiply po kayo, multiplication, but you use the reciprocal of one of your fractions. So yung reciprocal, yan po yung kabaliktaran, no? So here, we multiply these two fractions. We have 17 over 8 multiplied by 4 over 5. So again, we use the reciprocal of 5 over 4 because we use the inverse operation. So imbes na i-divide, minultiply na natin. So that's 17 over 8 multiplied by 4 over 5. So now we can already proceed with our multiplication. We proceed with 17 times 4 and of course 8 times 5. Okay, so that would give us 17. Oh, no. Pwede pa lang i-simplify mo muna to. Kaya nalito ako, no? So, simplify mo to. You can get the GCF, no? Kukunin mo yung GCF ng 4 and 8. The GCF, of course, will be 4. And you can divide both of them by their GCF. Dividing both of them, you have 4 divided by 4. That would give you 1. And 8 divided by 4, that would give you 2. And now you can proceed with your multiplication. So, now you are left with just 17 multiplied by 1. And 2 multiplied by 5. And so yung sagot natin is 17 over 10, or using your mixed number form pa rin, no? 17 over 10, you can simply divide 17 by 10. That would give you 1 and 7 over 10. Okay, so this is the choice. This is the answer for number 12. The correct choice is letter D, 1 and 7 over 10. Okay, so 1 and 7 over 10 ang ating tamang choice. Sakit po sa ulo ng math, sabi ni Ma'am Lalin Berial. Yes, but we have no choice but to know this and to answer this because these are the items that you will see in your upcoming LET. Okay, so letter D, hindi po letter C, marami yatang naligwak. Okay, elbow cuff, ligwak. Ligwak pero okay lang dahil math sabi ni Sir Al-Rashid. Okay, so 1 and 7 over 10, yung ating answer, that would be letter D. Letter D po ang ating choice for number 12. Again, if you are a member of our Gurong Pinoy teams, this can be downloaded. This can be printed right after our live stream. Now we go to number 13. This is still math. If you napped for 1 and 1/6 hours on Monday, and 2 and 1/2 times as long on Tuesday, then how long was Tuesday's nap? Is it letter A, 1 and 1/2 hours? Letter B, 2 and 1 over 12 hours? Letter C, 2 and 1/2 hours? Or letter D, 2 and 11 over 12 hours? What do you think is the correct choice for number 13? Ayan, tama yan. Tunay na kahirap ng math. Ligwak, pero ang mahalaga ay natuto. Okay, so sana nga ay natututo, no? Kahit sa pag-ibig, kahit naligwak sa pag-ibig, no? Nag-awit, pero sana ay natuto pagkatapos mag-move on. How to download po Ma'am Mona Lucila Pelivino? Pag kayo po ay member ng ating Gurong Pinoy Teams, ay sinisend po doon yung PDF file ng ating PowerPoint presentation. So you can just easily click on it, download it, you can print it if you want to. Po pwede nyo pong i-print. Ma'am K Aesthetic, select po ilan pong items sa math. If you are asking about Gen Ed, hindi po natin alam. Yung Gen Ed is going to have 150 items, pero hindi po natin alam kung ilan doon yung magiging math, ilan yung science, ilan yung English, ilan yung social science, ilan yung Filipino. Ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Tina Cabo, Ma'am K, depende po. Minsan 5 items lang math sa Gen Ed, pero depende po yon. Tama po yan, we don't know. Okay, so hindi po sila equal yung pagkaka-divide ng items, no, based sa ating 5 competencies na Filipino, English, Math, Science, and Social Science. So sana nga ay 5 items lamang Okay? Pero kung hindi, dapat armed tayo with the skills to solve your math problems. Paano po maging member? First time po kasi dito, Ma'am Mona Lucila Palivino. Mag-send po kayo ng message later, ma'am, kung saan po kayo nanonood ngayon. Sa Facebook page po kung saan po kayo nanonood ngayon. Later po mag-send po kayo ng message sa amin. Mhm. Ma'am Mek, sorry, nag-loading kasi ako. Ano po answer ng number 10? Number 10 pa? Hindi ko na po maalala, Ma'am Anna Rose. Mamaya po, balikan niyo po. Akala ko number 12 yung tinatanong ni Ma'am. Okay, going back to the question that we have here. Hmm. Mhm. Ayan, ma'am, ikaw na po, Renaline. Hello, ma'am Mek. I-invite ko po friend ko mag-enroll dito sa Gurong Pinoy. Ask ko lang po kung sa September 2022 pa po mag-exam. Hindi pa po siya nakapag-file. Pwede na ba siya mag-enroll ngayong August? She or he has to wait po for October. Sa team Piaget po siya. Sa team Piaget po siya magjo-join, ma'am, kasi yung atin pong, kung August po siya magjo-join, po pwede naman. Kaya lang, iba po kasi yung payment ng August natin, ng membership fee natin sa August, and sa doon sa magti-take sa September 2022 pa. So maghintay po siya, po pwede po siya mag-start ng membership by October. Okay? Kasi October po magsa-start yung ating Team Piaget. Mm-hmm. Okay, going back to number 13, if you napped for 1 and 1/6 hours on Monday and 2 and 1/2 times as long as Tuesday, then how long was Tuesday's nap? So that means we are simply going to multiply 1 and 1/6 by 2.5. Okay, so gaano ba kahaba yung nap mo on Tuesday? Is it letter A, 1 and 1/2 hours? Letter B, 2 and 1/12 hours? Letter C, 2 and 1/2 hours, or letter D, 2 and 11/12 hours. Okay, so let's take a look at our computation. You have 1 and 1/6 multiplied by 2.5. Okay, so again, we are going to convert our mixed number to improper fraction. Okay, so we multiply 1 by 6. That would give us 6 plus 1, that is 7. Okay, so that's 7/6. And of course, 2 multiplied by 2, that's 4 plus 1, that would give us 5. Okay, so 5/2. So that's 7/6 multiplied by 5/2. Wala ka nang po pwedeng GCF na gamitin between 7 and 2. Ganon din naman sa 5 and 6. So we proceed with our multiplication. 7 times 5, of course, that's 35. 6 times 2, that's 12. And then we proceed by dividing 35 by 12. Okay, so 35 divided by 12, you know that 12 times 3 is 36. So that means that's 2 and 11/12. Hence, the choice, the answer would be letter D, 2 and 11/12 hours. Mm-hmm. Okay, so 13, letter D po ang ating correct choice. Okay, so 2 and 11/12 hours. That's the answer for number 13. We move on with number 14, math pa rin. Solve 1.963 plus 2.8 plus 0.54 plus 13.7. Is it letter A, 19.03, letter B, 21.003, letter C, 190.3, or letter D, none of the answers are correct? Okay, which one do you think is the correct choice for number 14? Mm-hmm. Ayan, nako, mahina talaga ako sa math. Okay lang po yan, mag-prepare po tayo. Mr. or Sir John Wilter Iken, bakit ngayon ko lang natutunan yan? Nagamit sana sa exam kanina. Okay lang po yan, marami pa po tayong practice. Maraming salamat, Sir Nino Rojo, for the super sticker. Maraming salamat po, Sir Nino. Isa sa ating mga avid supporters. Thank you so much. Again, to all our superstars, super sticker senders, super chatters, star senders, maraming salamat po for supporting Gurong Pinoy. And of course, all these funds will be used for our raffle, for our contest, for our activities. Okay, so we have 100. Okay. All right. Ano, sumakit yung ulo. Sabi ni Ma'am Tin, Ma'am RV, Tumar o Biogesic Ma'am, di po yan sponsored. Sumakit yung ulo ni Ma'am RV. Okay, letter D. Karamihang sagot dito ay letter D. Letter D. Kinulang ng 0.0 yung A, sabi ni Ma'am Eunice Carbajal. Ma'am Rizel, teka, basahin ko lang yung comment ni Ma'am Rizel. Ma'am Rizel Maligon, hello po Ma'am Mek, hindi ko na po nakita ang PDF sa FB, member na po ako dito, 2020 pa po. Yung PDF po, tingnan niyo po, if you are using your mobile, no, pag ginagamit niyo po ay cellphone niyo, meron po diyang home, photos, ganyan, i-swipe niyo po to the right or to the left, swipe to the left, makikita niyo po yung files, at i-click niyo po siya, andyan po lahat ng files, ma'am. Ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Katrina Costaños, Ma'am Rowena Miode, thanks te sa pag-mention. So again, napaka-importanting sinishare nyo yung ating video, no? I-share nyo po yung ating video, mag-start ng watch party, i-tag nyo yung inyong friends, no? I-mention nyo yung inyong friends dahil baka sila ay magti-take din ng let and of course, matulungan din po natin sila. So again, please do share Gurong Pinoy, i-share nyo po yung inyong mga resources para mas marami po tayong matulungan. Okay, number 14. So again, you are given your decimals here, yung may mga points. These are your decimals. And we are looking for just their sum. Now, of course, if you are solving this, dapat naka-align, no? Yung very, very simple lamang ito. Napaka-simple lamang nito. Importante lamang when you are adding your decimals, naka-align po yung decimal point nyo. Okay, so align yung decimal point. And of course, you can already proceed with your addition. Okay, so bring down lamang lahat ng numbers na walang kahanay, no? So bring down lamang yan, that's 3. Then you have 6 plus 4, that would be 0 because that's 10, no? So 10, right, 0, carry 1, that would be 10 plus 8 plus 5, 23 plus 7, no? So that's 30, right, 0, carry 3, then you have 9, that's 3 plus 1, plus 2, that's 9, and then of course bring down 1. And so the answer is 19.003. Wala po siya sa choices. You have a choice that means, or that says none of the answers are correct, so that would be your best choice. Okay, so yan po yung best choice nyo. Sabi ng letter D, none of the answers are correct, so siya po yung inyong magiging best choice. Dahil wala naman talaga, no? So 19.03 ito 21.003. Ito naman ay 190.3, hindi po sila katulad ng 19.003. So letter D po ang tama, none of the answers are correct. Pag meron pong choice sa letter D na hindi 19.003, and this is the actual let, at sa answer sheet nyo po, sa answer sheet nyo ay merong choice E. Pag wala po sa answer, yung inyong, or wala po sa choices yung sagot na hinahanap ninyo, at meron pong choice E sa inyong answer sheet, E po ang inyong i-shade. Okay? Klaro po tayo doon. E po ang inyong i-shade pag wala yung answer sa inyong choices. Pero in this case here, since letter D nyo po ay nagsasabing none of the answers are correct, siya po yung ating pipiliin. Okay? But if this happens in the let, nag-compute ka, karamihan po or kalimitan sa mga items sa math, no, sa math major or pag math item sa inyong gen ed, kalimitan po ay may mga clerical errors, wala po yung answer, and so when that happens at may choice ka dito na may number din dito kunwari sa letter D, pero wala pa rin dyan yung tamang sagot, no, wala pa rin dyan yung sagot, what you do is you shade E. Okay? Shade nyo po yung E pag wala yung sagot sa inyong choices. Okay, so letter D is the answer for number 14. We move on with number 15. On Monday, Erin wrote 4 and 2/3 pages of her research paper. On Tuesday, she decided to delete 1 and 1/5 pages. How many pages are left? Okay, so that means we will be subtracting 1 and 1/5 from 4 and 2/3. Is it letter A, 3 and 7 over 15, B, 3 and 1/3, letter C, 2 and 7/10, or D, 4 and 1 over 15? Okay, ano kaya yung tamang choice for number 15? Mhm. Okay, what do you think is the best choice, the correct choice for number 15? Number 15 na po tayo. Ano kaya ang tamang choice for number 15? Number 15. What do you think is the answer for number 15? Basic to basic daw for math major. Sabi ni Ma'am Chinky. Ma'am Maria Lucy Scarlett, maraming salamat po for the stars that you've sent. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Maria Lucy Scarlett, for the stars that you've just sent. Maraming salamat po. Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Maria Lucy Scarlett. Okay, what do you think is the best choice for number 15? Number 15 na po tayo. Ano kaya yung best choice for number 15? Going back to your answers here, maraming A. Karamihang sagot ay letter A. Let's find out if that is correct. Okay, so number 15 here. On Monday, Erin wrote 4 and 2/3 pages of her research paper. On Tuesday, she decided to delete 1 and 1/5 pages. How many pages are left? So we are going to be subtracting 1 and 1/5 from 4 and 2/3. Okay, so this would be our computation. 4 and 2/3 minus 1 and 1/5. So again, ganun pa rin po yung ating gagawin. We are going to convert this into your improper fraction, no? So 4 multiplied by 3, that's 12, plus 2, that's 14. Then copy your denominator 3. So that's 14 over 3. Minus 1 multiplied by 5, that's 5, plus 6, that's 6 over, plus 1, that's 6 over 5. So we have 14 over 3 minus 6 over 5. Now, as you see, your 3 and 5 are dissimilar fractions. Hindi po magkaparehas, no, yung kanilang denominator. And so we have to look for their LCM. The LCM, of course, is 15. So what we do now is we divide 15 by the denominators. So 15 divided by 3 is 5 times 14. Multiply that by the numerator 14. That would give you 70. 15 divided by 5 is 3 times 6. That would give you 18. Okay, so 70 minus 18 over 15. 70 minus 18 would be 52 over 15. And converting this to your mixed fraction or mixed number by dividing your numerator by your denominator, that would give you 3 and 7 over 15. Okay, so 3 and 7 over 15. Sa makatuwid, letter A po ang ating tamang choice for number 15. Okay, so 15, that would be letter A. Again, if you are a member of our Gurong Pinoy teams, all these would be available to download and to print right after this live stream. So you don't need to take screenshots. You don't need to take down notes. All these would be available to all our Gurong Pinoy teammates. Okay, so 15 po, letter A, is the answer for number 15. All right, now before we proceed with number 16, again, please do like this video. Mag-like po muna ng ating video. Marami pa pong hindi nakaka-like ng video. Mag-share ng ating video. I will be giving you a few minutes, 2 minutes, to please do like this video, share this video, tag your friends. Of course, you may start a watch party. Okay, go ahead po. Please go ahead and share our video. Okay? 2 minutes to please share our video, like our video especially, mag-react po sa ating video, start a watch party, and tag your friends. Okay, go ahead. Ba't may nag-a-angry? Si Sir Joe. Si Sir, iba yata. Namali yata ng pagpindot si Sir. Okay, may nag-wow, may nag-care, may nag-heart, may nag-like. Again, please do react to our video first. And napaka-importante, mag-share po ng ating video. Start a watch party, tag your friends, of course, para mas marami pa po tayong matulungan. If you can, please do send us your stars. And of course, send us your super chat, super stickers. Okay, shared. Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Yan Bate. Again, please do share our video. Napaka-importante po niyan para mas marami pa po tayong matulungan. Please do tag your friends. Thank you, Ma'am Laila Liwag, for tagging your friends. Ma'am Janelle Murillo for mentioning all your friends. Again, please do share Gurong Pinoy para po maka-reach out tayo sa mas maraming kaguro. Matulungan din po sila. All right, we proceed with question 16. Hard skills are blank skills used to perform daily job functions. Is it letter A, time management, letter B, technical, letter C, subtle, or letter D, creative thinking? Which one do you think is the correct choice for number 16? 16, which one do you think is the answer? Okay, 16. Sir Al-Rashid, nagpalit ng sagot From C, naging B. Okay. Ano kaya yung correct choice for number 16? Maraming salamat for sharing our video, for starting a watch party. Sa mga nagtag po, nag-mention ng kanilang friends. Maraming salamat po. If they have questions, if they want to become a member of Gurong Pinoy, so that they can download all the materials that we have, they can answer our quizzes, they can join our final coaching for free, the pre-board, they can join our major exams, then please send us a message to our Facebook page later. Okay, if you're watching us on Facebook, itong page po kung saan kayo nanonood ngayon, dyan po kayo mag-message later. Okay, going back to question 16. Hard skills are blank skills used to perform daily job functions. The correct choice here is hard skills would be letter B. These are the technical skills. Minsan kasi kalimitan ay hindi natin naririnig yung hard skills, no? If you are already teaching, palagi mo naririnig sa principal mo, we have to improve our student soft skills. Okay? So yung student soft skills. Pero minsan ay hindi natin naririnig itong tinatawag na hard skills. Now, pag sinabi mong hard skills, these are the technical skills. Sa technical side siya of doing things, no? So this is the difference between your hard skills and your soft skills. Your hard skills refer to technical skills or abilities that can be quantified or measured. For example, software proficiency, your proficiency in speaking a second language, programming skills, degree or certification, machine operation. Your soft skills, on the other hand, focus more on your social ability and how you relate with other people. So examples of this would be communication, flexibility, leadership, collaboration, teamwork. Usually we'd say we also would have to develop not just the hard skills of our students, not only the technical side of our students, not only the cognition, not only the mental ability of our students, but also their soft skills, how they function around other people. So kailangan din na de-develop yung communication nila, flexibility nila, leadership, collaboration, teamwork, and so on. Okay, so in number 16, letter B, technical skills is what we are looking for. Okay, so that's letter B, technical skills, not time management, not subtle, not creative thinking. We move on with number 17. Because Lesotho is completely surrounded by South Africa, it is considered what type of state? Is it letter A, fragmented, letter B, enclave, letter C, perforated, or letter D, compact? Okay, which one do you think is the best choice for number 17? So kung dati hindi nyo pa alam yung inyong hard skills and soft skills, ngayon alam nyo na. At least, bago nag-let ay alam na natin ang pagkakaiba between our hard skills and soft skills. Iba yata yung iniisip nyong hard tsaka soft. Okay, 17. 17. Which one do you think is the best choice for number 17? Which one is the answer? Social studies major, pasok? Okay, ano kaya yung ating sagot? For social science ito, no? Social science. Ano kaya ang inyong sagot? Okay, 17. Marami ako nakikitang A. Marami din namang B. So, agaw-agaw, A and B. A, B, A, B. Meron ding nag-D. Alright, going back to number 17, may C din, no? Because Lesotho is completely surrounded by South Africa, it is considered what type of state? Is it letter A, fragmented, letter B, enclave, letter C, perforated, or letter D, compact? Ito never heard din, no? Maaaring first time nyo narinig ito. Okay, mag-comment nga kung first time yung narinig itong mga terms na to. What type of state are they? Is this a fragmented state? Is this an enclave state, perforated state, or compact state? Okay, mag-comment nga kung first time yung nakita itong mga terms na to. This would be part of your social science or social studies. Okay, social studies ito or social science. Maraming A, may B. Ayun, first time lang ni Ma'am Yan Bate. Okay, so karamihan siguro first time lang ito nakita. First time na makita, first time, sabi ni Sir Jeff Kabariban. Ganun din si Ma'am Jenny Rose Mejarito. Okay, Ma'am or Sir Naruto Ozumaki Reyes, first time. Sir Al Rashid, first time. Ayan. Ang dami nga first time nating nakita or narinig yung mga terms na to. So baka pag nakita nyo ito sa let, pag pinalabas sa let, at least hindi na siya first time, no? Marami kasing nasya-shock minsan dahil yung mga items sa let ay ngayon lamang nila nakita. And so here, we are trying to discuss as many items as we can, iba-ibang areas, iba-ibang klase ng items para hindi na kayo ma-shock, no, when you take the let. Okay, so here we are being asked, what type of state is Lesotho? Since it is completely surrounded by South Africa, the correct choice here is letter B, enclave. Okay, so letter B, enclave po ang ating sagot for number number 17. So maraming first time lamang ito nakita. So bakit letter B? Bakit letter B, enclave? Puntahan po natin yung ating next slide. Okay, so these are the different types of state according to their shape. Okay, so meron po tayong 9 types of state, no, according to their shape. Yung unang-una dito is your compact state. When you say compact state, it can be circular, oval, or rectangular. Tinawag siyang compact because yung distance from the center of the sides of your state would be equal. Okay, more or less equal yung distance from any of its side to the center of the state. Okay, so tinawag siyang compact. An example for this would be France. Okay, so that's a compact state. Yung elongated state mo naman is long and narrow. So from the term itself, it suggests that this is a long and narrow state. An example for this would be Vietnam. Okay, so Vietnam nyo is long and narrow, and so we call this an elongated state. Fragmented, it has separate parts or separated parts. Example, of course, would be the Philippines. Okay, we are an archipelago, no? So fragmented tayo, hiwa-hiwala yung ating isla. That's fragmented. It has separated parts. Now, number 4, 5, and 6, the first one would be microstate. Microstate, from the term itself, it means very small country. Okay, it is a very small country. It is a very small state. I'll go to the example later. Number 5, perforated. It surrounds another state. Okay, yung perforated mo, nakapalibot siya sa isang state. So, when you say perforations kasi, may butas. Okay, so if you try to take out the state that it surrounds, makikita mong may butas ang inyong state o ang inyong country. So, that would be called perforated. Landlocked naman, it is surrounded by another state. So, in this example that we have here, if you are looking at Vatican, of course, we know that Vatican is the smallest country. It is the smallest country, and so we can call this a microstate. We can also say that Vatican is a landlocked state because it is surrounded by another state. Now, ang Italy mo naman, this is Italy, Vatican can be found there. Okay, so if you take out Vatican, your Italy, of course, the country Italy or the state Italy, of course, would have a perforation. So you can say that Italy is a perforated state. It surrounds another state completely. Okay, so it completely surrounds another state. So again, microstate is a small state. Landlocked state is one that is completely surrounded by another state. And that state that surrounds another state, you'd call it a perforated state, which means pag kinuha mo yung state na pinalibutan niya, meron siyang perforation, meron siyang butas, no? Dahil nga sa state na yon na pinalibutan niya. And so Italy here is a perforated state. Vatican can be considered a microstate. It can also be considered a landlocked state. Okay, now going to the next four, the last four types of state that we have according to shape. You have your protruded or prorupted state. It has a narrow part land extension. Example for this would be Thailand. Ayan, yung Thailand mo. Meron siyang parte na nag-e-extend dito. Okay, so it has a narrow part land extension. It is called protruded or prorupted state. Okay, so example is Thailand. Now, number 7, buffer state. It is a small state which is sandwiched between bigger ones. An example that you can give would be Ukraine. So Ukraine no, is a buffer state between Poland and Russia. So isa siyang state na a smaller state which is sandwiched between two bigger states. Okay, so usually siya yung ginagamit during the war, no? So diyan nagkakampo yung dalawang countries, dalawang bigger powers. That's your buffer state. Now, enclave is a small group or region surrounded by a larger one. Now, make sure that you know the difference. It's a group or a region surrounded by a larger one. Even the Vatican can even be considered an enclave. So in this example here, we see Lesotho, and it is completely surrounded by South Africa, surrounded by a larger state. And so the answer that we were looking for in this question was enclave. Okay, so enclave. Exclave naman, it is bounded territory that is separated from the rest of the state. One example that we can give here is Alaska. Okay, so Alaska, teritoryo siya ng US. Ito yung US, pero yung Alaska, teritoryo pa siya ng US, pero separated siya from the US by another state, which is of course Canada. Okay, so it is an exclave, bounded territory that is separated from the rest of the state. So going back to your question here, we are looking for what type of state Lesotho is. It is completely surrounded by South Africa, which is a bigger region. We cannot say fragmented. Again, when you say fragmented, kalat-kalat yung kanyang parts, no? So example, again natin dito was the Philippines. Hindi din siya compact. When you say compact, wala siyang, hindi kasi kinikonsider yung kung merong nagsosurround sa kanya na isang state pa. When you say compact, it can be round, it can be oval, it can be rectangular, pero tinawag siyang compact kasi yung distance from the different sides of the state, the different sides of the country, would be almost equal towards the center. Ang perforated mo naman, this is a type of state that surrounds another state completely. So yung South Africa mo can be called a perforated state. Siya yung completely nagsosurround sa Lesotho. Lesotho, on the other hand, is called an enclave state. Okay, so letter B, enclave is the correct choice for number 17. Okay, so again, if you are a member of our Gurong Pinoy teams, you can have a copy of all this after this discussion. Okay, now we go to number 18. What is the name of the star that will tell you which way is north? Is it letter A, Sirius, letter B, Cygnus, letter C, Polaris, or letter D, Orion? Okay, which one is the correct choice for number 18? Malapit na tayong matapos. Number 18 na po, Sir Benji Limbo. Maraming salamat po for sharing with us your stars. Thank you so much again to all our star senders, super chatters, super sticker senders. Maraming salamat po. Again, if you think Gurong Pinoy is beneficial, if you think Gurong Pinoy is doing its best to help you prepare for the LET, if we deserve your stars, your super chat, super stickers, please do send them. And of course, napaka-importante din po that you share our video so that we can reach out to more people. Maraming salamat, Sir Benji Limbo. Okay, ano kaya yung sagot for number 18? May D, may C, karamiang sagot ay C, meron din namang maraming nag-D. Okay, sino kaya yung mananalo? C or D? Okay. Going back to the question that we have here, what is the name of the star that will tell you which way is north? Which way is your true north? The correct choice, of course, would be letter C, Polaris po siya, okay? Remember, Polaris is also even called the North Star or the Northern Star, okay? That's Polaris, letter C. It would tell you which way is the north. So usually ginagamit siya ng ating mga hunters, ginagamit siya ng mga mountaineers mo. Pag wala silang compass, no, they want to know which way is north, then they'd look at the Polaris. Okay, there is another common question in the LET with regard to Polaris. No, may question sa LET na, if you are lost and you are looking at the sky, which two constellations or which two stars would tell you the direction or would help you tell which direction you're moving? And your choice there would be Polaris and Small Dipper. Okay, Polaris and Small Dipper po. Dahil yung Polaris nyo ay parte na siya ng Small Dipper. Polaris and Small Dipper, or sometimes you'd also call your Small Dipper Ursa Minor, or sometimes you'd also call it Small Bear. Okay, so Small Bear, Small Dipper, or Ursa Minor. So Polaris plus Small Dipper, sila po yung nag-guide sa atin, no? Whenever we travel and we are just using the stars for traveling. Ngayon, si Waze na yung tumutulong sa iyo, si Waze na, no? Hindi na kailangan ng Polaris. Dati pa ito, of course, nang wala pang compass, wala pang Waze, wala pang GPS. But of course, that's letter C for number 18. Sirius, Cygnus, and Orion are all other types of constellations. Let me discuss. Ang Sirius is a binary star. That means mayroon siyang dalawang parte. There is a main sequence star termed Sirius A, which is bigger, and a faint white dwarf companion termed Sirius B. Cygnus, on the other hand, appears as a T-shaped grouping of stars. Its brightest star, Deneb, forms one vertex of the summer triangle asterism. Orion, of course, you are all very familiar with this. We sometimes call this Orion's belt. No? Sa tatlong star siya, that would form the belt of Orion. Okay, so this here are the illustrations of our stars. This is Sirius. Okay, so this right here is Sirius. Meron siyang isang kasama. This is Sirius A, which is bigger. There is another dwarf planet, which is Sirius B. Of course, this is Orion's belt, or Orion, the belt of Orion, 3 stars. Ang Cygnus mo, ito yung Cygnus. It's a T-shaped star. At yung brightest star niya, which is Deneb, would form the summer asterism, summer triangle asterism. And yung Polaris mo, ito yung Polaris. Parte siya ng Little Dipper or Small Dipper or sa Minor or Small Bear ang tawag sa Little Dipper. Okay, so that's Polaris. And we are looking for this answer here, your Polaris, the North Star. Okay, so that's Polaris right there. Okay, so sabi nila Polaris daw yung ginamit ng tatlong haring mago para mag-tell ng direction, no, kung saan isinilang ang yung batang Jesus. Okay, excuse me po sa mga Muslim nating brothers and sisters. Okay, so again, that's 18, letter C, Polaris. All right, 19, the way that viral videos spread through the internet is best described by which of the following terms? Is it letter A, relocation diffusion, letter B, contagious diffusion, letter C, folk culture, or letter D, hierarchical diffusion? Okay, which one is the best choice for number 19? Okay, sino nakakita lagi yung parang rosary na stars? Palagi natin nakikita yan. Sa atin, mas malinaw kasi yung stars, no? Dito sa Amerika, hindi na masyado. Shout out sa mga GPS user dyan. Pero nawawala pa rin. Yes, palagi natin nakikita yung parang rosary. Hanapin ko nga anong pangalan ng rosary. Rosary shape constellation. Oh, the Pleiades. Pleiades? So, siya yung constellation na rosary shape. The Pleiades. Ito yung palagi natin nakikita, no? Yung rosary. Yung Cassiopeia nyo naman, yung M-shaped. Yung T-shape nyo would be yung choice natin kanina, Cygnus. Okay, so yan. Yan yung tawag sa rosary shape na star. The Pleiades. Okay, now going back to the question, maraming nag-letter B. Yes, palagi daw nakikita ni Sir JV yung rosary. All right, number 19, second to the last question that we have. The way that viral videos spread through the internet is best described by which of the following terms? The correct choice is letter. Oh, okay. Nandito pa pala, no? Discussion muna tayo. So you have relocation diffusion, contagious diffusion, folk culture, and hierarchical diffusion. Now, there are two main types of diffusion, kung paano po nasispread yung materials, kung paano nasispread yung ideas. These are the two types of diffusion. Two major types of diffusion. You have expansion, and you have relocation. Relocation yata natin, choice A natin, no? Pag sinabi mong relocation, siya na nasuspread yung innovation or idea by physically being carried to new areas. So physically kinikarry siya. For example, Christianity brought to the New World by missionaries and colonists. So kunwari, pag may lumipat na isang tao at binring niya yung isang bagay, isang material, o isang idea, you'd call that relocation diffusion. Meron ka namang tinatawag na expansion diffusion, the spread of an item or idea from one place to others. In the process, it remains and often strengthens the origin area. So hindi siya due to someone, to a person who moved from one place to another. We have three types for this. Contagious diffusion, the rapid widespread diffusion by direct contact. It affects all areas uniformly as it spreads outward. That's contagious diffusion. Hierarchical diffusion, cascade diffusion din yung tawag dito. The process of spreading ideas first between large cities and only later to smaller cities. So hierarchical siya, no? Nauuna siya sa larger cities and eventually nasispread yung idea sa smaller cities. That's hierarchical diffusion. Stimulus diffusion mo naman, the spread of an underlying principle even though the main idea is not spread. For example, industrialization. Hence, the correct choice here is contagious diffusion. It is spread evenly. Okay, it is spread evenly. We cannot choose relocation diffusion because we do not really need someone to move from one place to another so that the viral videos can be spread. Okay, we only need the internet. So, internet lamang siya online. Contagious diffusion siya dahil uniform yung pag-spread ng ideas. Hindi siya hierarchical. Remember, when you say hierarchical, from one part of your society, from say the higher part of your society to the lower part of your society, from larger cities to the smaller countryside of your society. So hindi siya hierarchical. Hindi din siya, of course, folk culture. So letter B is the best choice, contagious diffusion. Contagious diffusion po ang ating hinahanap. And we have the last item for tonight. What do we call it when a cultural trend is spread from one segment of society to another? I've just mentioned this a while ago. Isang parte ng society to another part of your society is stimulus diffusion, relocation diffusion, hierarchical diffusion, or contagious diffusion. What do you think is the correct choice for number 20? Na-mention ko to a while ago. Sabi ko, isang parte ng society to another part of your society, po pwedeng larger cities to smaller countryside of your society, yung mayayaman muna bago yung mga mahihirap na parte ng society. Okay? What do you think is the best choice for number 20? When a cultural trend is spread from one segment of your society to another segment, can be from a larger city to smaller countryside, from the richer components of your society to the poorer components of your society. All right, the correct choice here for number 20 is hierarchical. Hierarchical siya, no? Hierarchical. From one segment of your society to another. So, maaring sa mga mayayaman muna, papunta sa mga medyo hikaho sa buhay, o sa mga larger cities muna, papunta sa mga maliliit na countryside, no? That's hierarchical. Hindi siya relocation dahil wala namang naglilipat dito. Hindi sinabi ng question mo na lumipat ang isang tao, nadala niya yung kultura or trend ng kultura. Hindi din siya contagious kasi yung sabi ng contagious mo ay equal yung pag-spread ng inyong kultura. Stimulus diffusion, sabi ng stimulus diffusion mo, hindi siya yung pinaka-trend na tinatransmit mo, pero may parte lamang siya na naging viral. Okay, but here, letter C, hierarchical diffusion is the correct choice. So again, maraming salamat for being with us tonight. And of course, we are coming back tomorrow for our professional education. If you are a member of our Guru Pinoy teams, then you will see a copy of this presentation tonight, no, after this live stream of ours. And of course, don't forget, if you have joined the grocery giveaway of Rain TV, we're also going to have the drawing after this. So give me just a few minutes or maybe an hour, and we are going to have the draw that is going to be done live through Rain TV. That is her Facebook page. Okay, so we now we go back to our generic na PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so again, this would all go to our Gurong Pinoy teammates, team members. And of course, please don't forget, you still have a chance to join Rain TV's grocery giveaway. So please go to Rain TV, that's her Facebook page. That is where you can find the mechanics. And of course, go to Rain TV HD, that's her YouTube channel, so that you can join the grocery giveaway of Rain TV. The draw is going to also be done tonight. We are coming back tomorrow. Please don't forget, 6 p.m. Philippine time. That is for professional education. But for tonight, or for now, we say goodbye. And we end our night with our closing prayer. So samahan niyo po ako sa ating closing prayer, mga kaguro.
Muli po tayong manalangin. Our great God, salamat po sa oras po na ito na ibinigay mo sa amin na naging matagumpay po ang aming pag-aaral. Sana po marami po kaming mga natutunan, O Diyos. Sana po ipatuloy mo po kaming pagpalain sa mga plano po namin, Panginoon. Ikaw po ang aming dakilang pastol at ikaw po yung naghahanda ng lugar para sa amin. Sana po ay maganap na po ang mga ninanais po ng aming mga puso. Alam mo po yung mga pagsisikap namin, mga sacrifices namin para matupad po ang mga pangarap po namin na ito. Sana po sa lahat po ng mga member ng Gurong Pinoy International, sana po ipagpalain mo. Lalo po, Panginoon, na malapit na po ang exam, patibayin mo po ang aming loob, palakasin mo po ang aming damdamin, Panginoon, na hindi po kami matakot. Sa halip, mas lalo po kaming maghanda, Panginoon. Salamat po sa sakripisyo ni Ma'am Mek at ni Sir Ram para po sa bawat isa sa amin. Panginoon, salamat po sa lahat at ibinibigay po namin lahat yung mga concern namin sa inyo. Sa pangalan ni Jesus, ito po ang mga aming dalangin. Amen.
Amen. And of course, that ends tonight's live stream discussion. We are coming back tomorrow still at 6 p.m. Philippine time for Prof Ed. If you'd want to become a member of our Gurong Pinoy teams, if you'd want to have a copy of all these materials that we're using, all the quizzes that you can answer, to join our final coaching for free, again, magpa-member na po kayo sa ating Gurong Pinoy teams. Just send a message through our Facebook page. This has been Coach Mek of Gurong Pinoy. And of course, I leave you the saying, malikman na butil ng mga kaalaman, ang dulo nito ay malaking kaginawaan. Maraming salamat! Good night! Stay safe, mga